Hi, my name is Cynthia and today I'm going to teach you how to marbleize fondant and how to cover a cake with it. You're going to need gel colors, toothpicks, a pouch with half cornstarch and half powdered sugar, shortening, fondant, 2 rolling pins, one with handles and one without it, 2 fondant smoothers, a spatula, scissors, a turntable, and a cake already frosted on top of a cardboard the same size as the cake. For an 8-inch cake, you need about 24 ounces of fondant. The first thing we are going to do is turn kneading it until it gets soft. And you could even divide it by 2 and start stretching and folding. If your hands stick to the fondant, you could add some shortening and you could keep adding it. I already needed these 2 parts so I could join them together. I always place my color on top of a paper towel. I'm getting some pink and I'm going to start drawing lines all across the fondant. It's a good idea to wear gloves to apply the color. And I am applying the other color in between. Once I have done all the stripes on my fondant, I'm going to start folding it. So you always kind of stretch it and do it in different directions. And go easy, don't do it too fast. Always folding so you get the effect of marbleize. Now that I finished mixing it, I like the colors. I could remove my gloves. Add some powder all over the counter and then place it in the center. We are going to push it down. And I like to roll it out with this, it's easier for me. And then I roll it into this rolling pin on top of the cake. We are going to roll up, down, side to side, diagonal, and horizontal, and you are going to keep rolling all the way until you get about a 1/16 of an inch to a 1/8 of an inch thick. We don't want it too thick, otherwise it starts breaking. It's important to check if you need more powdered sugar and also to check if you like one side more than the other. I honestly like more the top, so I'm going to flip it over and keep rolling it on this side. Now my fondant is about between a 1/16 of an inch and 1/8, closer to a 1/16, and it's even all the way around. I also need to check that it's 16 inch because my cake is 8 inch in diameter plus 4 inch height, and I added twice, so that's why I need 16. So at this point I am going to roll it out in this rolling pin. And removing the excess of powdered sugar that I have on the bottom. So I'm going to put this on the side and bring out my cake. I have a can, or you could put anything that is heavy and something that it helps you and don't slide your cake. And the cake needs to be cold, otherwise the fondant starts dripping out. So I am going to use, this was on the bottom, it will remain on the bottom, and I'm centering my fondant to make sure that I cover my whole cake. So I'm starting on the back, and then I'm going to bring it to the front. Once I cover it, I need to remove any excess that I have. And you remove the excess and using your scissors, be careful not to cut more than you need, because this weight will start pulling down the fondant and will start ripping it out. Then you could use the fondant smoothers, and we start on the top first. If you need to add more powdered sugar, it's a good time to do it. We could use 2 fondant smoothers to help us out here. And what we do is we open the pleat. This part will go on the bottom, the curved part on the top. And then we open and we go down and we rub back and forth onto the bottom. And we keep opening the pleat and repeat the same thing. If your pleats are not open, then it starts like making lines, and we don't want lines. So work slowly. It's better to work slowly than try to do it fast, because then is when you start getting lines all over. We just rub it, and we just until we finish all the way. Always opening. You see how I'm getting a line right here? So you could push it down, and sometimes it's hard to get rid of this, so you could rub your finger, and right here too. And the last one, we're going to open, and we did all the cake around. If we have some spots that are not covered, you could use your fingers to help you. Just be careful with your nails. So we're going to do it all the way. Once I cover all the cake, I'm going to start cutting it with the spatula. And I'm cutting on the bottom of the cardboard. And then with a border, you could cover the cardboard if it's showing. Here we have a line, but because we have a marbleized effect, it's hard to tell that it's right there. So we just rub it with the fingers. So finishing the bottom. Now I'm going to transfer into a cake board.